In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off and running from Houston. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the gun, Stroud. Dell with the grab. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They're running the option, short side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's throwing deep to the left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Connection made to Dell. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And they make this stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And they had that one contained right at the line. The tackle made by Mozzie Smith. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
2nd and 10 now. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. 1st down, Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. This throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They bring Collins in motion right. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And in for the Houston touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Another carry for him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Sending a receiver left. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run more. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession. Yeah,
and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed. They got him the ball back.
1st down. Here's Dak. Catch made by Cooks. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
He's got it near the 10. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Dak to the air here. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys start off well to tie things 7-7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And after some momentum was wrestled away by that last touchdown drive, Brock, the pressure is on them to respond here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by Diggs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On play action, here's Stroud. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now it's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Complete to Dell. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Has his man, it's Mixon. And he gets him one as we've come up to the 2-minute warning.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
From the gun, Stroud. Pass caught by Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 16.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Stroud. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans get some late points and the lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Dallas sending its offense out for the 2nd time this game. With the time remaining, we'll see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. The Cowboys taking over on offense. Not much time left before halftime. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route complete. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. That one's caught along the left sideline. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Another throw for Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Second and 6 coming up here. Dak throwing again. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You've got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Cowboys earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys tie things up at 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense getting one final possession before halftime. They'll need some unlikely magic here if they want to find points before halftime. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
One last play before the break. A final throw before the break. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a chunk play. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Turpin with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the Cowboy offense for the opening possession of the 3rd. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. Completed over the middle. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 31. Dumps it off to his running back. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
This is one of those plays, Kate. I could just hear defensive buzzwords. Pursue. Effort. Run him down. Just a total effort defensively to knock that running back right out of bounds and put a negative yardage mark on the stat sheet.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, Instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Catch made by Cooks. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Right up the gut. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Dak off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
3rd and long. Prescott. Throwing deep for the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They can bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Dump off caught by his back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
They steal the frequency on those opposing headsets. Somebody reading lips or steal a signal from the opposing sideline, Kate, because somehow this defense knew what was coming. They broke on that screen. It was incredible. What a stop.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Connection made to Dell. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Now here's Prescott. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
He's going to tuck it and run. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just 1 yard on first and goal. Still 4 yards to go on second.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Dowdle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys take a lead just before the end of the third. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dameon Pierce now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. They've got first down from the 31. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Keeping it with Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Motioning one of the tight ends. 3rd down, Mixon gets it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun now, first round. Cut at the 20-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now trail by just a point in the 4th. Nico Collins with the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Dak now from the gun. It is caught left side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Back-to-back runs yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Back to throw it. Escapes out to the left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. "58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be Texans football. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. On the ground again with Mixon. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up a Houston first. Back to throw. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. He'll look to throw it. Diggs there to bring it in. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running it with Mixon. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mixon. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They motion a receiver left. It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Mixon. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So now it's all up to Kaimi Fairbairn. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. The kick is good. He got it. And he drills the chip shot to win them this game. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.